Here right now, there's a stock. Like we all know, it's actually not. How would I put it? It's actually not. A lot of talks and a whole lot of talks have happened. Loads of fans talking about Michael Carrick getting the job at Manchester United at this point. But the question is, what experience has Michael Carrick shown actually to be said to take the job at Manchester United? We know that Michael Carrick will be getting a different kind of test against Fulham, yes, and we know that our first game against Fulham was a game that Manchester United could have easily won. Yeah, and we went up in that game. I think it was Lenny Euro who put Manchester United up, and we saw Fulham come back into the game through Emil Smith Rowe. In that game, Manchester United had a chance to actually win that game. Yeah, we saw Bruno Fernandes miss a penalty in that particular game against Fulham, and now the opportunity presents itself again for Manchester United to get a pound of flesh on Sunday against Fulham. And that gives also that presents another level of test for Michael Carrick going into the third game of his interim at Manchester at Old Trafford, right? For me, I think that this is a very interesting match. This is a very, very important game for Manchester United. A very, very important game also for Fulham, but I think that it is much more important for Manchester United, considering the fact that we are looking at getting into the top four in the English Premier League. One thing is very, very common here. Manchester United getting into the top four is very, very essential going into next season, where we are supposed to see the club get in new players for the new season. We have loads of players that the club has been looking at. The club has been looking at players like what's his name, Adam Wharton. The club has been looking at players like Adam Wharton. The club is looking at players like Ed Ederson at Atalanta. He's been a long term project for Manchester United. Manchester United have been working at making sure that we get into the opposition to sign Ederson, Adam Wharton, and Baleba. Baleba has been an important figure, important name that is being mentioned in the Manchester United boardroom. So if we look at all of this, considering the fact that these guys are all Manchester United all players that Manchester United will be looking for. The likes of Baleba, the likes of Adam Wharton, the likes of Ederson. We also have Angelo Stiller, who Manchester United will be looking at. The thing right here is this: how possible is it that Manchester United will be able to get these players? Yes. So first of all, let's talk about Fulham. Let us look up Fulham, and from there we get to know what it is with Fulham at the end of the day. Let us check what Fulham has been doing. Fulham last 5 games in the Premier League, where they are on the Premier League, all of that very important as to what we discuss. When it comes to Fulham, is seventh in the Premier League, 34 points, just 4 points off Manchester United in fourth place, right? And in Fulham's last 5 games, yeah, they beat Chelsea. Wow. In Fulham last 5 games, I'm seeing that they beat Chelsea and failed to Leeds United, beat Brighton. Yeah. This is actually very interesting. Fulham has not won a lot of games in recent times, and that is actually that's actually interesting, right? Yes. Before they play Manchester United, they beat Brighton 2-1. They fell to Leeds United, and they beat Chelsea, and they drew to Liverpool. This is Fulham's last 5 games. They have loads of draws. The draw to Fulham, draw to Crystal Palace, draw to Liverpool, beat Chelsea, and then lost to Leeds, and then a win against Brighton. And the next game for Fulham is against Manchester United. That is going to be a very, very interesting game. Manchester United is coming back of double wins and 3 draws, right, in their last 5 games, and a win for Manchester United against Fulham will see Manchester United have a stronghold on their fourth position. On that fourth position, it see Manchester United have a very strong hold on the fourth position, and this is what I think. Fulham is a team that can sit deep and also counter you. Yes, the likes of Chukwueze, the likes of Chukwueze, likes of Raul Jimenez, the likes of Emil Smith Rowe, the likes of Alexandra Iwobi in that midfield and the attacking position can cause Manchester United problems. But when we look at Manchester United under Michael Carrick, what Manchester United have been able to do under Michael Carrick, they have that compact play in the defense, and also they have it very good going on in the midfield. For them, the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Kobe Mainu, and Casemiro are looking very instrumental to Manchester United, keeping teams at bay and also playing on the counter. Bruno Fernandes, who is actually looking a very good engine room for Manchester United, will be looking at making loads and loads of decisions in the final third. When we look at Bruno Fernandes, what he gives to Manchester United, he's been exceptional. He's been exceptional for Manchester United in the last 2 games, playing in that number 10 position. He controls the game. His vision and his imagination, all of these are actually will be very, very instrumental to Manchester United playing against every other team, because this Bruno Fernandes has shown that Manchester United can play on a different level, right? So guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's actually very beautiful to get you here. But then we're talking about Manchester United and what we can do to get a win against Fulham. Yes, that is a very interesting game that gives Michael Carrick a different kind of test. Right, yes, the Fulham game will give Michael Carrick a different kind of test. We can see what Fulham has been